Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. After a dormancy and an outrage and an outbreak, or whatever you want to call it, an outage. God, it was an out something. My brain just couldn't find the word. Lack of brain cells, I guess. Couldn't find what it wanted. After an outage of internet yesterday, which was terrible, somebody hit an internet line, which I'm in a new neighborhood. They're building a lot of new houses. Our house is fairly new. So the line got cut, and they had to fix it. That's why we weren't here yesterday. I apologize to the teams involved. They are being streamed on Sunday. I don't like streaming on weekends, but streaming on Saturday and Sunday because we've had so many outages this week. Good Lord. But we are back with another SATAL doubleheader. Alamo Squadron against Golden Crown is who's getting us started in Gold League 4v4, followed by Dundee Flight and 18th Sparrows from Silver Leagues. We got two matches today, 14s, 18s, 16s. Oh my. And I just saw, I posted a link to it, that we got a new patch. And supposedly, the 120 has been corrected. Now, I don't know to what state it has been corrected, so I would love for all of you to test it. If you can, see the notchability. And when you turn cold, if the missile tracks you, I want to know how close we are to going back, or if it's even better than it was after 0.15038, which I think is the patch that broke everything. So, ladies and gentlemen, or it was 14.14 something. Ladies and gentlemen, please give that a try. Report back to me here in chat if you want to fly while you're watching the stream. I'm anxious to see it, and I think it's going to send DCS back into the realm of awesomeness. Not that it wasn't already, but, you know. And then I also saw they corrected the F-15 and its space shuttle-like drag value, so I'm really excited about that. But today, doubleheader, Alamo Squadron taking on Golden Crown, followed by Dundee Flight against 18 Sparrows. We're getting started with Alamo against Golden Crown. Enjoy the Super Cup. When we get back, they're taking off, and it is Bodie against Maycop. We've seen this one a bunch. Team C to like it. Who's going to come out on top? Alamo or Golden Crown? We're going to find out here. Watch this replay. Here we go. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, currently looking at Alamo Squadron on the runway. Alamo Squadron's going to be out of Maycop. They've got the 216s and 218s. Golden Crown is taken off out of Vody. We are not going to have the overlay today, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have TAC feed. We're not going to have the overlay because Golden Crown's names break the overlay and it doesn't know what to do with the crowns in their name. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, check out as the screen loads. You can see on the labels that Golden Crown's names have these crown ASCII characters, and the overlay does not like them. So we're not going to have an overlay for this match. We should have it back for Dundee against 18 Sparrows. I'm going to have to speak with GC to see if they can get that crown out. I like it, but it's breaking the overlay, which I think we all like the overlay, and it's worth taking out because of that. But let's see who's flying for each team. That is not the button that I wanted. Keep forgetting. This is the button I wanted. So Golden Crown is represented by Alleycat, Leon, Falcon, and 214Bs and 2 F-16 Vipers. And then for Alamo Squadron, we've got Prez, Emperor, True Metro Man, and Just Emrak. 2 16s and 2 18s. So what does that mean? It means that Alamo Squadron doesn't have the long sticks, but they've got more missiles depending on what the F-18s carry for them. So let's check out what the F-18s for them are going to carry. They're not going to have more missiles. All right, so they're taking 3 bags, at least 2 bags from what I can see here. Looking at Emperor. I don't see a center line tank, but they've got the 2 wing tanks, and it looks like 6 AMRAAMs, unless they're taking a single wing tank. Let's move over here and check. No, they're taking double wing tanks, 6 AMRAAMs, and 2 120s. So they're going to have very similar weapon numbers to what Golden Crown's going to be taking with the F-14s. The F-14s carry 6 Phoenix and 2 AIM-9s. The F-18s for Alamo are going to carry 6 AMRAAMs and 2 AIM-9s. So very similar weapon numbers, actually exactly the same weapon numbers, because the 16s are going to carry 6 missiles apiece. Let's check and see what the 16s are going to carry. So the 16s have got, if we look over for Alamo Squadron, they've got 6 AMRAAMs on all of their jets. What about the 16s for Golden Crown? The 16s for Golden Crown, meanwhile, have 4 AMRAAMs and 2 AIM-9s with the 3 wing tanks. Let's see what Zero's got. Looks like he's got 2 AIM-9s in different pylon positions than his buddy. But he, again, is 4 AMRAAMs, 2 Sidewinders, so 3 wing tanks as well for him. Now, the Tomcats, I can almost guarantee, are carrying 6 Phoenix, because why wouldn't you? The Phoenix is way better than the TALD, because unlike the TALD, it actually blows people up. Now, he's got white Phoenix. Why are those white? What are the white versions, ladies and gentlemen? Are those the C's? I'm not used to seeing white ones. What is white? What is that? Why are they white? Somebody in chat will answer me eventually. But this is how we're going. Maycop against Vody. Alamo Squadron against GC. You can paint missiles. Oh, for your liveries? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Well, that's cool. I didn't know you could make that part of your livery pack. Interesting. Okay, so they just made their missiles white. That's cool. Weren't the Phoenix actually white in the later variants? And do all of the Phoenix, the Mark 47A, the Mark 47C, and the Mark 60, do they all use the same model, or are they different? Banana says no, but to what, I don't know. Only AIM 5447? Is that the A and the C? Yeah, but as soon as it's fired, they turn normal color? Okay. Learn something new. I didn't know that. Interesting. These guys should be taking off here any moment. So Beef says all 3 use the same model. Okay. Banana's saying you can only change the AIM 5447. But if they all use the same model, why does that matter? Well, let's talk about the match. Let's get back in and talk about this. So I'm worried about Alamo Squadron against the Phoenix. I've only seen them fly once. Let's check out the leaderboards. Let me look at how they're currently doing. So this is Gold League 4v4. Golden Crown won their first matchup. Alamo Squadron lost their first matchup. So I'm worried about Alamo against the Phoenix. I don't know how they're going to react to it. I hope they can get down in altitude and not get pwned by the incoming telephone pole. But Golden Crown won their first matchup, and Alamo Squadron lost their first matchup, I think. Golden Crown may have lost their first matchup, not entirely sure. I can't really tell. I can just see the points and how they're doing. Can I see it in here? Let's see. Gold League. Who did they fly against? Flew against Task Force Trident. I don't know if they won or lost. Checking for you guys. So Golden Crown indeed did win their first matchup. So Golden Crown has won one. Alamo Squadron has lost one coming into this. And I'm really worried about the Phoenix for Alamo Squadron. I'm also worried about them dealing with the AIM-9, because the AIM-9 can be very, very sneaky. I'm not saying it's going to be, but if they're expecting the F-16 to carry all 120s, they may not be expecting a sneaky beaky AIM-9 without a missile warning. Is this live with a new update? No. This match was flown the beginning of November, I think. No, beginning of October. End of October. Sometime in there. So it's using no TAC view data. There's TAC view. I'm outputting TAC view. Did my IP address change? Let me check. Probably changed. We had an outage. 88. Yeah, my IP changed. So here's the IP. Use this IP instead of the one the bot's giving you. And I will update the bot here real quick while these guys are coming in. Where is the TAC view command? You guys aren't missing anything. They're just ingressing. I'm trying to update TAC view for you guys. TAC view YouTube. Oh, there it is. Okay, so the IP address for TAC view's been updated, so you guys should be ready to go, and everything should work. Sorry about that. I guess when the outage occurred, I got assigned a different IP. These guys are ingressing. Who's flying and how are they laid out currently? Alamo Squadron coming out of Maycop, so we've got True Metro Man and Emperor back here in the back. Those are going to be the 18s. So just Emrak and who's his wingman, Prez, are going to be leading the way in the 16s. Meanwhile, over for Golden Crown, you have Leon, Falcon, and Zero coming in the front. So that's two 14s and a 16, and then Alley Cat in the back. Positrons resubbed. 17 months. Thank you very much. And Peter Pansky came in with the prime sub. Thank you very much. And Navy Doc, I don't think I called you out yesterday. 26 months. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated. You guys are what makes the world go round for this stream and makes everything happen. So reminder, there is no overlay for this match because Golden Crown's names are breaking the overlay and it doesn't want to update. We should have it for the next one, which is going to be Dundee against 18. So I'm going to have to speak with Golden Crown about their names. You guys can see it here on the F-16 for Alley Cat. You can see the crown in their name, and it's breaking the overlay because the overlay doesn't know what to do with that ASCII character. Chaffee says GC2 F-14s. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, yeah, that's kind of how I feel too. But AIM 54 out from the lead F-14s, and that's going to be Falcon and Leon. Let's ride along with those F-14s and see what or the Phoenix and see if they connect on any targets. So the F-14s, AIM 54 did indeed change colors. We're riding along with both of them here on split screen. The lead one is on the left, the trailer is on the right. So aneurysm by the first Mark 60. I don't know who fired it, but it is coming in onto high contact. So looking at just MREC and Prez, they're at 35,000 feet. I can't tell if they're the ones that it's tracking. Looking at TAC view, I'm not sure. They look to be on the trailers, Emperor and True Metro Man. Lead AIM 54 passes the lead contacts. It looks like it's coming on a True Metro Man. No, it doesn't look like it's tracking anybody. So Alamo Squadron does a great job of notching the incoming Phoenix. That thing is trash. Not a problem. It is gone. And the trailer is not tracking anyone either. So 2 wasted telephone poles already from Golden Crown. Great job by Alamo Squadron being prepared for the Phoenix and getting away from it. Can they keep that up? I hope they can. Alamo's Prez now climbing back from altitude after dip diving and dodging that incoming Phoenix. Launches an AMRAAM off his wingtip. No more Phoenix coming off from either of these guys. There we go. No, what's going on here? I want this one. Why is it? Oh, I'm clicking on 0. I'm like, oh, God, my brain sometimes. But now taking a look at Leon, he has launched. So Leon, both those two AIM-54s were Leon's. That means Falcon's going to have 6 on his jet, and Leon is going to have 4. So he has already shot 2 Phoenix. They were both Mark 60s. Taking a back look at TAC view again, we've got 2 AIM-120s, one from Just MRAC and one from Prez. Leon has launched another AIM-54. I think, making sure these times are synced up. They look to be. So I guess one of those was Falcon. We just didn't see the same 54 come off from Leon's jet. Here is the AIM-54. We love riding along with the telephone poles. Here it is, 25,000 feet, 2,000 knots coming in on Just MRAC. Just MRAC now going into a notch. 6 miles away is this Phoenix. I think Golden Crown needs to wait a little bit longer if they want these Phoenix to be effective, because Alamo Squadron's doing such a great job at defending these incoming threats that they're not going to pose any type of kill possibility for Golden Crown going in here. Going back to look at Leon as he climbs back up. Both these teams doing a great job of diving to defend against incoming threats and then climbing back up to altitude once they come back in on the offensive. 120 coming in now from the south. That one's going to be launched from, I think it's from Falcon. Falcon having launched that, staying same altitude. He's got 5 sticks still left on his jet, 3 120s and 2 AIM-9s. Another AIM-54 I just saw come off from Leon. There it goes. It is a Mark 60, so I'm going to assume that Golden Crown's F-14s are taking all Mark 60s, which if I were an F-14 pilot, which I'm not, that is the missile that I would be taking. So Leon just launched another AIM-54. They're getting in closer, which means these missiles are going to be more and more deadly because they're going to be coming in still possibly under boost stage, and if they're off boost, they're not going to be off boost for very long. So here's that AIM-54 as it barrels in onto Prez. Prez, not being as defensive as he's been in the past. Here's split screen. He waited a while to get an AIM-120 off. I think that's going to be an alley cat. We can see the AIM-54 coming in on Prez's left side. There it is, 1 mile away. Prez, defend! Goodbye, Prez! As the telephone pole slams into Prez's aircraft. And getting hit by a telephone pole-sized missile is something you never want to happen. Prez, first casualty. Love to see it. Leon waits a little bit, uses that Phoenix in, and Phoenix annihilates Prez for the opening kill for Golden Crown. 4v3 now. Missile now off from Just MRAC. Here is that AMRAAM as it comes off from Just MRAC. Looks like it's going to be coming in onto Falcon. Let's look at Falcon. Is Falcon defending? No, not yet. So here is Falcon coming in, gets an AIM-54 off. That one looks like it's going to be on Emperor. Leon is coming back from the north. Here is Leon's AIM-54. So Leon and Falcon getting in much closer now, launching the AIM-54s, and they are much greater threats now. Multiple missiles now off from Leon as he dives away, and we're going to put one onto Leon. Well, Leon actually needs to defend this incoming AMRAAM that's getting pretty close, inside a mile, but Falcon is defending that one. Leon has launched an AIM-54, and that one's going to be at Just MRAC, and Just MRAC needs to be careful. Here's Just MRAC. Just MRAC trying to defend, but again, I think it's too late. Missiles inside a mile, half mile, imminent face mile. Goodbye, Just MRAC. 2 AIM-54 kills, and Falcon actually took somebody down simultaneously down to the south. You guys probably saw him go down on TAC view. That was a double. Oh, baby, a double. So Leon and Falcon, the F-14s, making it rain. And Just Metro Man is the only one left, and he is being closed on by Zero. Here is Just Metro Man. Zero launches an AIM-120 at him from 5 miles. Metro Man trying to notch it, dives toward the ground. I think he's going to drive that one in the ground. He does. But Just Metro Man is the only one left for Alamo Squadron after triple kills from the Phoenix. Alley Cat now launching a 120. Metro Man also having launched a 120. That 120 from Metro Man is going to be on to Zero. Alley Cat's 120 is going to be on to Alamo's Just Metro Man. Going back to look at Just Metro Man, as I don't think either of the missiles that were launched from him onto Zero or Alley Cat are going to be threats, but Just Metro Man is being pressed from multiple directions, and Leon in the F-14, he's going to be the man to watch. Can he make something happen here? Here is Leon barreling in from 12,000 feet, full blower, 530 knots, 2 AIM-54s left and 2 AIM-9s. He is the lead combatant here, coming in against True Metro Man. AIM-54 now, off from Leon. That's going to be inside 10 miles. True Metro Man responds with an AIM-120. I don't know if you know this, but usually the bigger missile wins, and in this case, it is always the AIM-54. AIM-54 coming in onto True Metro Man. Closing, half mile, 0.1 miles, and goodbye, True Metro Man. Leon with the triple, and the Tomcat with the quad kill. What a showcase by the Tomcat. The kiddies came out to play, annihilating their opposition. 4 Phoenix kills. AIM-54 got every kill in that round. Made it rain. So the early AIM-54s coming from Golden Crown were lackluster, and Alamo Squadron did a great job of defending those early AIM-54s. Here they are, right here. So here's the first AIM-54s, one off from Falcon, one off from Leon. We'll be able to see Alamo Squadron's just Emmerich Prez going to the notch, followed by True Metro Man and Emperor after they see it. Okay, great job there. Carrying on the great job of defensive maneuvering into the second pass. Well, no, this is the one where Prez dies. So this missile, which launched from Leon from 17 miles. All right, that's a decent shot. Prez, I think, is too high against the Tomcat. He's waited too long. He's gotten in too deep into the Tomcat's den, and the Tomcat comes out claws bearing, wrecks Prez with the Phoenix to the face. Prez's first casualty, and you can see he never gets into a perfect notch. He tries, but when you're this high in your co-altitude with the missile, you're going to have a bad time. You got to dive. When you're this high, the missile's got to be above you to be able to notch it effectively. And Prez gets schmammered all over the Russian countryside because we're north of the Georgian border. Up here again to the north, we've got another AIM-54 coming in onto Just Emmerich, and that one actually picked up late. Just Emmerich goes into a notch, and again, they're too high against Tomcats. The AIM-54 is actually below Just Emmerich, and you're not going to notch a missile when the missile is below you in lookup. It's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. He gets obliterated. So same situation that took down Prez. Meanwhile, Emperor is like, ha, I'm going to try and outrun a Phoenix. Yeah, right. And then Emperor gets the ballistic enema with the sphincter shrinker, which it's got to be pretty gaping to accept the telephone, okay? But he tried to shrink it, didn't get small enough. The AIM-54 rams its way in there, takes him down, and Metro Man is left all alone against Zero. Zero launches an AIM-120 onto Metro Man from 5 miles. He could have probably pressed a little bit, but then he defends the True Metro Man 120. Gets away from it. True Metro Man drives that one to the ground. Alley Cat launches another one to force him defensive. I love these constant missiles to force him defensive. I'd like to see Zero recommit here once he sees the nail disappear, especially if Leon can relay to Zero that, hey, your contact is now flanking, you're good to recommit. That's all part of the communication that I'd like to see. But it doesn't matter because Leon comes in, sees Metro Man recommit into him, launches the AIM-54 against the 120, and the bigger missile almost always wins. And Metro Man just doesn't get into that perfect 90-degree offset. You can see it right here. He's slightly off. The AIM-54 still sees him. Doppler effect not in practice there, and he goes down. Leon with 3 kills, Falcon with 1, which means we're going to round 2. And Navy Doc says, I feel like I'm going to see more of the same here in the second round. We may. What a great song. Heapler did such a phenomenal job with this soundtrack for the F-14. Mother trucking awesome. So Stixer says, the way they fly seems so easy, but I'm learning PvP air-to-air now, and I'm struggling quite a bit. Man, the hats off to you for trying it. That is the hardest part, is just getting in and getting started without getting demoralized. A lot of the guys that fly in SATAL and stuff have flown for years, and they put a lot of time and effort into doing it. But one of the biggest things that I think gets overlooked a lot of times in these people learning is that the guys that do this in competitive scene have surrounded themselves with other people that are trying to do the same thing. And what that means is you don't have to reinvent the wheel and learn everything on your own. You can learn from people that have already been down that path and then can teach that over on to you, right? So that's what I would suggest to anybody listening. If you're trying to get into the PvP scene, don't try and do it alone because it's demoralizing. Do it with others, and the best way to do it is do it with somebody that's you think is decent, and then they can impart their skills that they've learned and gleaned onto you. That's what I would do. That's what I try to do with newcomers into the DCS scene, because there's a lot of stuff that you're not going to think about until you get over one hurdle, and then you think about that next thing past that hurdle, and that hurdle you got to get over, and the next hurdle you got to get over, and the next hurdle you got to get over. It's just a lot. It is a lot. So my best suggestion to everybody is surround yourselves with people that have similar goals or have already accomplished a goal that you're trying to do yourself. That would be my suggestion. And the best way to do that in the PvP sense, depending on how dedicated you want to be, is get into a virtual squadron. I know virtual squadrons are not for everybody, but try and do it. Find a virtual squadron that fits your time constraints and your schedule and your dedication level. That's where I would go. I would see what you mean. I am a kind of mentor in certain planes for PvP. Yeah, exactly. PvP, though, is very different from PvE. And I'm not saying one's better or worse than another one. It's just different. It is just very different. And things that work in PvE may not work in PvP. So just try and surround yourself with people that you think know what's up. Nick's surround yourself with people with similar goals. Hold up! I'm surrounded by idiots. Well, first place you should look is within, my brother. I'm just kidding. I'm surrounded by idiots too. So I know what you mean. I'm switching to some PvP because PvE can be boring sometimes. Yeah, I was almost entirely PvE on the A10. But when I say PvE, I mean PvE in a PvP sense where I was flying with fighters that were trying to kill me, but I was taking out AI ground targets. So if you want to do that, that's something else you can do on like Blue Flag or DCS or any of that stuff. That would be something you could also try to do as well. So Golden Crown coming into this engagement is up 1-0 over Alamo in a blatant abuse of the AIM 54. If you're going into battle with strobes, you're not going to have a good time. Sometimes you do. Depends on how much dominance you're trying to assert on your opponent. I mean, if you go in with strobes on and you utterly schmammer your opposition, that's a Chad move. That is a show of dominance. You are the big hippo on the block, and you have come in there and just annihilated with your big tusks of a gaping mouth. But nobody should mess with you. I've been flying for under a year, need to find others for sure. Thanks for the info, tips, Moltar. Yeah, that is the biggest recommendation that I would have, is fly with others. It makes it more fun. It makes learning and practicing more fun because it just makes it more fun. I couldn't think of another word. It just makes it more fun. I've joined the league of tree trimmers. You run into trees a lot. We all do that. I did that yesterday. It rendered right in my face. Came out of nowhere. It blew up. It didn't really render right in my face. It was my fault. I'm going to try to stream coming Saturdays. You're welcome to join flying. Me and Pat are known for it. Dude, yeah. Trees are rough. They can be very, very rough. Just ninja squirrels in trees out of nowhere. So anybody that competes in SATAL, I don't know about the patch yet. I'm not sure. We're going to have to find out if anything's broken before we decide if we're going to update. My honest opinion of what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to keep the same patch for this weekend, and then we'll allow everybody to update on Monday. Because we've got to look at it. I don't know what's going to happen. I may also ask and put a vote out there and see how what everybody thinks, but that's where we're at so far. I haven't had time to look at the patch, so we're just going to have to give me some time. I got to go look at new cars after this. We're looking at new cars. Leon, back to the match. Just launched an AIM-54 to Mark 60. Leon got 3 kills in round 1. 3. Falcon got the other. 3 kills with the Phoenix in round 1. Can he make something happen here in round 2? We're going to find out. But Leon just launched an AIM-54. That AIM-54 still barreling towards possible target. Here it is. AIM-54 from Leon. Can't tell who it's on because everybody from Alamo Squadron is so tightly knit together. We're just going to put it on one of these guys and see if we can watch everyone. And the problem I'm going to have with this is they're flying in formation, which when you're this close to the fights and you're within Phoenix range, formation flying is not necessarily something you want to do. So they're in a 4-ship box. We're riding with Prez, who is going to be the lead north guy in the box formation. Where is everybody else? So the rest of the box is down there. Missiles coming down from 60,000 feet. There's a second Phoenix. We're going to ride along with both of these as they barrel in towards their intended target. So here is one. The other one, that's the lead Phoenix. Here is the second one as it comes in. So lead Phoenix on the left, trailer on the right, and the lead Phoenix looks like it's not tracking the lead combatants. Looks like it's on the trailers, and by judgment of who it looks to be tracking, it is on Emperor, and Emperor is defending late. It's trying. Notched him for a second, but it reacquired. Here it comes. Emperor, goodbye, first pass. Emperor dismantled by the telephone pole, and here is the second one. As it comes in on the second trailer, it doesn't look like it's tracking, but it doesn't matter because Leon takes down Emperor in the first pass. Phoenix kills. So Leon with 4 kills. 4 kills, baby, already for that F-14. Prez responds with the 120. Falcon sends another AIM-54 out. Here's Falcon just launching that AIM-54. It takes off, headed up towards the stratosphere. That looks like it's coming down onto just MRAC, who's going to be the southernmost Alamo Squadron F-16. Here's just MRAC as he tries to get away from that. Phoenix is at 37,000 feet, Mach 4 and accelerating. Missile on or from Perez is going to be on Falcon. Here is Falcon. He is not yet defending. We can see the missile just came off burst stage. And the AIM-120 at Mach 2.75 is now coming in onto Falcon. Falcon, this missile's going to be close. Can we see it yet? 29,000 feet. It's going to be above him, somewhere on his right. Tanks off, trying to get that little bit more agility. Oh, Falcon got hit. Falcon's dead. I did not expect that in the slightest. I thought that was going to run out of energy, but Falcon gets hit by Prez's 120. What great state of mind for Prez to recognize that's a possible kill shot, and Prez takes down Falcon. Awesome opportunity equalized there. Prez onto Falcon. Great job. Falcon gets taken down. Now Alley Cat defending a 120. Well, the 120 doesn't track her. She gets through, or they get through. AIM-54 now out from Leon onto just MRAC. Just MRAC now having to defend. Just MRAC defending late. Missiles still at Mach 4, 25,000 feet. Can we see it? Just MRAC 16,000 feet. Oh! And just MRAC gets obliterated. And then we've got possibly another one coming on to just Metro Man. Just at Metro Man now trying to break away. Where's the Phoenix? 17,000 feet. Closing on his left side. There it is. 1 mile. Imminent. Still closing. He's not notching. He's trying to chaff. It doesn't work. What? Oh, he gets hit. Just Metro Man gets taken down in the back-to-back Leon. AIM-54 kills. And Prez is all that's left. So Prez, with the single kill for Alamo Squadron, launches a 120. That's going to be coming up onto Alley Cat. Alley Cat having to defend the incoming 120. Here they are on split screen. I saw a missile come off from somebody down to the south. It went into the ground. So we'll go to tri-view here so we can see everybody. It's got to load. There it is. But Prez is the only one left for Alamo Squadron. Leon currently has 5 kills with the Tomcat and the Mark 60. Now, I am a bit worried about Alley Cat's altitude. No, I'm not. They're recommitting. Alley Cat has launched an AIM-120 on Prez. Alley Cat, if you're in chat, what are your pronouns so I can do you right? I don't know if you're a man or a woman, a they. I'm trying to be nice here. What are your pronouns? Hit me with them. So AIM 120 flies really close to Prez. Prez then recommits another one coming in from Zero and Alley Cat. Well, they're closing. So we've got a possible merge coming from Prez and Alley Cat here, putting them on, well, no, we don't. Alley Cat's up above. Great shot from Prez. It barely misses. The exchange was Zero. Leon so far out of the fight down to the south, I don't anticipate them doing anything. So we're not going to pay attention to them anymore. We're going to pay attention to whoever's in this merge. We got one on Alley Cat, one on Prez. We need to put one onto Zero. Here is Zero in this merge with the tri-view. So Leon now coming back in. 3-man merge. I hope Leon doesn't try and fire into this furball that's going on. Aircraft everywhere. Still missiles on Prez's aircraft. Still missiles on Zero. Still missiles on Alley Cat. Leon trying to close back into this furball to make a difference. Prez doing a phenomenal job of not allowing anybody to get in on him. Comes over the top in the scissors with Zero. Tanks off from Leon. Prez still holding on against 3 GC pilots. Still in the scissors with Zero. Over the top. Alley Cat not with a shot yet. May be able to get in close. At this point, I'd be telling Zero to back off. We got an AIM 9 coming out, and the AIM 9 takes down Zero. The AIM 9 from Leon sends this to a 1v2, and then Prez needs to pull up. Prez, no! Prez goes into the ground. So just as things were starting to get equalized, Prez takes the fratricide from Leon onto Zero and didn't know what to do with that and flew straight into the ground. No! And there he is, Zero getting taken down, and then Prez getting removed shortly after that. Great round, unfortunate turn of events. Leon onto Zero. Great job by Prez holding on for that long. Damn. 1v3, and he held on for at least a couple minutes. Great job there. Maneuvering kill from the grave? Yeah, that's how it went. F-14 hero to Zero. Oh, that's great. That is great. Let's take a look at how that merge went down there at the end. So here it is. Zero does a phenomenal job of holding on to this. I love that Alley Cat doesn't press or doesn't launch into this furball. But they've got to communicate to Zero to break away, right? If Zero breaks away, it opens up a shot opportunity for Alley Cat onto Prez. That doesn't happen. So they stay in this furball, 1v2. Then you got Leon coming in here like, guys, I can make something happen. Let me try and do something. Fires an AIM 9. That's bad news bears. It finds Zero. And as somebody in chat said, Leon, hero to Zero. That's what went down. Prez got taken down, launched a second AIM 9, which almost killed Alley Cat. What is that? Why? Danger close. And that AIM 9 from Alley Cat probably would have killed Prez. They just didn't have the energy to be able to pull out of that dive. But dang, Leon almost went hero to Zero twice. Alley Cat is a guy, 64-year-old dentist from Canada. Really? Okay, well then they're a he. Unless Alley Cat says otherwise, they're a he. So GC able to hold on with 2 pilots remaining. Leon with 6 kills. Round 1. Round 1, Leon took down Prez, Emperor, and True Metro Man. Round 2, took down Emperor, Just Emrak, and True Metro Man. And then took down a friendly. Didn't care. He just saw an aircraft and was like, I gotta shoot it. I gotta shoot it. It's got wings. Let me at him. Let me at him. And he fired and took down his wingman of Zero. So if we're discounting aircraft destroyed, 7. Enemies destroyed, 6. But Leon, what a match. What a match by the F-14. 8 kills, enemy kills for the F-14. Phenomenal work. Phenomenal work. Falcon and Prez were the only other two in this match to get kills. That's it. Falcon and Perez had 1 kill each. Leon had 6. Nick saying they got mildly bullied. Just a little bit. Just a little bit by Mr. Chad Leon up here in the Tomcat. Great job. Great showcase by Leon and Tomcat. Congratulations to GC. Great fight by Alamo. Prez did a great job holding on there at the very end, but wasn't quite able to do that. Ground reached up with his cold, dark embrace and took him down. So Golden Crown comes in with the victory here in match 1. But we got one more. We got a whole nother match. Whole nother match. Next match, Dundee taking on 18 Sparrows. 4v4 Silver League. These could go either way. And how do they look as far as the lineups are concerned right now? So Dundee, did they win their first match? They did. So Dundee took down 406 Red Bandits, 2-0. 18th Sparrows. I do not see them in 4v4. They won in 6v6 against the Motley Crew. So they've got that. And they lost in 6v6 to Team Whatafuck. So they're pretty even. I don't see their 4v4 standings silver, but we'll have to see how this goes. Dundee Flight beat 406 Red Bandits, so they have at least won one. So not sure about 18 Sparrows in Silver League, but Dundee won their last match. We'll just have to see how that's going to go. But we got another match. So go get something to drink, go stretch. We're going to be back in about 10 minutes. Match 2, Dundee Flight against 18 Sparrows, Silver League 4v4. Stick around, more action coming at you in just a minute. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back after that 10-minute break. Dundee Flight against 18 Sparrows, mainly F-16s. I see 118 here. So AMRAM Fest and a very aggressive fight, I think, is what we are going to see. Let's jump in, see how these guys are going to get on, and see who is on what team. Here we go. So again, Dundee Flight against 18 Sparrows. Let me get rid of that. There we go. Nope. It's this one. Dundee Flight being represented by Loco, Spock, Starbuck, and Kibbles. 316s, 118, Starbuck. Battlestar Galactica, same Starbuck. Wanting to be different, never wanting to fit in. What's your deal, Starbuck? What's your problem with authority? God damn. Never wanting to be the same as everyone else. And then 18 Sparrows, Tempest, Destern, Nick, and Pat. So 4 16s for 18 Sparrows, 3 for Dundee, and Starbuck in the lone 18. Man. Why are you doing this, Starbuck? Why are you doing this to me? But I think today's matchup is going to be very, very aggressive. Very aggressive. The 16s are typically an aircraft that you want to be hugely aggressive with, utilize the airspeed and energy advantages that you can get out of it, and take it to your enemy. These guys are now taking off, and just so you know, the overlay works. So the problem with the overlay, ladies and gentlemen, is that it doesn't like weird characters. So ASCII characters like the crown, anything that you need ASCII code for or to copy in breaks the overlay. All right, so if teams can, please don't use those characters in your names because it breaks the overlay. All right, so Golden Crown, I know you use the crown. I think there's some other teams that do it. If you don't mind, just don't use those characters. Not watching the 18th takeoff. We'll watch it next. We'll watch it on the next one. They took off in a diamond, but they are taking off. Loco, Kibbles, Spock, and Starbuck for Dundee. Dester and Pat, Tempest, and Nick for 18th. 3 16s for Dundee, 4 for 18th, and 1 18 for Dundee. Rip to 18 takeoff. What happened to 18? Oh, well, sorry, Smooth Dangles. I was talking. Sometimes I feel like I have mental disabilities and that I'm handicapped. You guys are so hard on me. I don't know what to do. Rewind for the win. There is no rewinding. Reject Smooth. Embrace Moltar. I embrace myself, but it's the complete rejection that I always feel from you guys makes me sad. So 18th is coming in. Matchup this time, Kataisi against Nelchik. We've seen this one quite a few times. Watch out that we don't give you a burnout. No burnout. I dish out a lot of shade and a lot of crap. So if I can't take it, I should not be allowed to dish it out. So I got to be able to take it as well as dish it. These guys are coming in. Kataisi against Nelchik. Dundee against 18th. 18th taken off from Kataisi. Dundee out of Nelchik. You can see him in the upper right corner. Everybody looks like they've got 3 tanks on. Spock for 18th. He's got 3 tanks on. The one I'm curious about is Dundee's Starbuck. Do they have 3 tanks? No. So Starbuck taking all the weapons like they would out of the hangar on the Starship, on the Galactica, saving nothing for anybody else. 10 AMRAAMs. The Spam Ram bus is a thing for Dundee Flight's Starbuck coming in thinking they're going to make it rain. Can they back it up? Dude, is this some kind of tournament? Hero, it's a big old league. So there's 40 teams or so competing, 5 divisions, 2 different formats. We run something like 25 matches every 3 weeks. We're running from September to January. It's just been it's a big old honking competition with all different kinds of virtual teams involved. The AIM-9s look cute. This is War Thunder Custom Battles. Cookie, it's good to have you back. Just bought a new PC, just having 70 FPS in the game. Dude, it's awesome. It's great. 18's formation. Dude, 18's formation's been great. Where's their other guys? I think they broke off into 2-2 ships. So here's Destern and Tempest over Mach 1, 25,000 feet, 470 knots. Doesn't look like 18th is going to be too high. Pat on the eastern formation and Destern on the western. They're both sitting about 25,000 feet. Meanwhile, Dundee Flight is rocking much, much higher. Well, not really. So Dundee Flight really isn't that much higher. We've got Kibbles defending abruptly. No missile coming for them. I guess they thought they got a little bit too close. Loco and Pat are up at 35,000 feet. So they're going to be the highest combatants in this fight. Bringing it from the north from Nelchik as 18th comes in from the south from Kataisi. 18th coming into a preeminent notch. Eastern engagement notching right. Western 2-ship notching left. And Dundee Flight is doing a very similar thing up to the north. Western going west, Eastern going east. So Starbuck and Kibbles going west, Loco and Spot going east, Destern and Tempest going west, Pat and Nick going east. 120's out from Loco, and I think that AIM-9. AIM-9? What is this? Trying to get lucky? That missile's going to be jogging. It's going to have to pull out its walker to come anywhere close to Destern and Tempest, and Destern and Tempest might just blow on it and it'll go off aspect. Can't notch a 20-mile AIM-9. Guess no, you can't. But 120 now out from Loco. That's going to be on either Pat or Log. I'm not sure who it's going to be on, so we're going to grab the missile. Here's that missile coming in from altitude. Is it tracking anybody? It's trying to find Pat. Where's Pat? Pat? There's Pat. And it lost tracker. It's not able to pull up with the needed energy to make something happen. It slams into the ground. That missile's gone. So things continuing to be aggressive. Missile now coming in onto the west, onto Destern. Destern diving through the defense. He's got a center line tank. He's got 2 sticks left. 2 120s behind him. Going through a little bit of desync as he pulls some AOA, serpentines to try and get away from incoming threats. He's going to be okay. Now, Starbuck with the missile AMRAAM bust. That AIM-9 came off of Starbuck, and Starbuck jettisoned their racks or launched a lot of missiles. I'm going to guess accidentally jettisoned their racks because they are missing 4 racks of double and overGs. So things went from bad to worse for Starbuck. They take themselves out of the engagement, rip their wing off, and they are down. Kibbles launching onto Destern. Here's Destern. He's going to have to defend here pretty soon. Waits to get an AIM-120 off. He's got 3 of them left. That 120's coming into Kibbles. Kibbles is going to have to defend here in just a second. Is Kibbles going to be okay? Where's that 120? Where is it? There it is. Oh, and Kibbles gets slammed by Destern's 120. That came out of nowhere. Loco and his wingman now going to have to do something against Pat. Pat finds them 3.5 miles away, launches, missile coming up onto Loco. Oh, and then Pat gets taken down. Spock's got a 120 coming on them. Are they going to be able to line of sight? No, Spock gets taken down by Pat. Pat's gone, so people dying everywhere in rapid fashion, and Loco's going to be the only man left. So Loco is the only guy left for Dundee flight. He's got 3 sticks. It's a 1v3. Can he make it happen? Tempest, Destern, and Nick against Loco. Here's Nick and Loco on split screen. They're going to be the closest to one another. Destern and Tempest are going to be a little bit away. Loco coming over the hill. Nick doesn't see him. He's probably got him on data link. Banking into him. Loco diving down on Nick. Does he see him? Mad Dog missile coming off. Gunshot. Doesn't connect. Merge now between Nick and Moko. Jesus, I can't talk. Nick and Loco. Nick trying to come over the top. Loco coming up from the bottom. Head on with Nick. These guys are going to meet for a head-on pass. Who's going to launch? Either one. Loco launches an AIM-120. 120 out from Nick. I think we may see a trade. No, both missiles miss. Still in the merge. Passing head on. So the missiles just didn't have the needed G to make something happen. Destern and Tempest trying to come in and provide an advantage for Nick in this furball. Loco looks like he has the advantage now, coming under the bottom of the turn circle. Now coming up onto Nick, trying to utilize God's G, pulling through the back. Loco's at 190 knots, Nick at 200. Loco's got the advantage, trying to slowly pull on Nick 6. He's going to have a missile, gets a lock, 120's tracking. Flares are going to do nothing against that Nick. Goodbye, Nick. Unwanted face mile. Loco takes down Nick, but now he's going to have to deal with the 2, Tempest and Destern, coming in from the west. 120 slams into Loco, and just as Loco tries to get something together, he gets taken down by the incoming Tempest and Destern to avenge their fallen comrade. Raptor Dad gifting 1 community sub. That went to Weasel Knees. Thank you very much, brother. It just goes right back into making the screen better. Nick with well, it was probably just a panic there, Smooth Dangles, trying to make something happen. Loco tried taking down Nick, but then just got demolished. Deleted by the 120s from Destern and Tempest. There was not much he could do there in that situation. So let's look at that last one from the TAC feed. What happened? Aggression everywhere. So things get started. Starbuck, self-inflicted wound, jettisons the Rex, then jettisons the wing. Don't want to do that. Pat gets away from a 120 down here to the south from Loco. Next kill is going to be, I think, Kibbles from a close range 120 from Destern. That slams into Kibbles. Destern is able to line of sight it. Kibbles is not, and then things rapidly happen over here to the east as Pat and Dundee exchange. Goodbye on both of them. Or sorry, Pat and Spock exchange. So Loco takes down Pat, Pat takes down Spock, and we're down to a 1v1 over here and a no v2 over here to the west. We then have the merge between Loco and Nick. Loco has a serious advantage, but they don't see each other right here. So yes, Loco had the head-on advantage, but he doesn't see Nick. He may have been in ACM mode. I'd like to see him in like a 6 azimuth in this one, trying to find him. Doesn't see him. They merge. They see each other. Nick tries to recommit. 120 out from him. 120's out from both these guys. They fly harmlessly past as they don't have the G needed to find their targets. And they just go into this furball. 120 out from Loco. That's the kill shot. And as soon as Loco takes it down, Destern slings one his way and takes him down. And Tempest was going to slings one out, but Loco's already dead. So that is the end from round 1. Great showcase by both teams. Rapidly diminishing numbers as things happen very, very quickly. Destern and Tempest are the only ones remaining for 18th, but that means they get the round win. My AMRAM went straight for the first second instead of tracking like it should. Oh, so your first AMRAM went for the second AMRAM? Is that what you're saying? Well, that's not good. Give me a few minutes. We're going to move to round 2. 18th is up 1-0 over Dundee Flight. We're back. Back in the sim. 18th against Dundee Flight. 18th is up 1-0 after a rapid round that we saw in round 1. Loco did a pretty good job of trying to make something happen against Nick. Did take down Nick, but then Destern and Tempest came out and finished the round, cleaning Loco out for Dundee Flight, giving 18th the round win. Man, these 4v4 F-16 rounds with teams being aggressive are hugely quick, just very, very fast. I'm going to pay attention to 18th this time, ladies and gentlemen, so we don't have to worry about me missing their takeoff like I did in the last round. I am sorry that happened. Just waiting for some things to get going. For anybody that doesn't know, there is a timer that counts down from 16 minutes. And if the clock hits 0, teams are allowed to take off immediately. They don't have to wait for the other teams to get ready and get going. Destern says round 2 takeoff wasn't a nice. Well, it's still probably going to be pretty good. Wonder if Starbucks going to be able to make something happen this round, or are they going to jettison their racks again? I'm going to put that one up to nerves. Got to put that one to nerves. Coming in competitive fights, when you're dead, you're dead. You feel like you're letting your team down. So you're more apt to make something happen, something bad happen, like jettison your racks. I've done that before. Crap! Wrong button, forgot selective jettison was on, was going to shoot a missile, and there go my weapons. 18th Flight is taxiing to the runway. They have reverse sides. 18 Sparrows are up at Nelchek. Dundee Flight down at Kataisi. 18th Flight again. 18 Sparrows lead 1-0 in this best of 3 against Dundee Flight. That was a pretty close round 1, though. Could have gone either way with how rapidly things happen. Deliberator is scary when you don't fly good formation. I can imagine. Rambo Matt 911, what did you miss? You've missed 1 match and 1 round. So I won't tell you about the other match. You missed round 1 of this one. 18 Sparrows are up 1-0 over Dundee Flight in this best of 3. Kataisi against Nelchik. They are rolling now. Pat leading the way. Dester, Nick in the mids with Tempest in the rear. Diamond formation, 3 tanks, 6 AMRAMs apiece for each Viper for 18 Squadron. I like the tails of 18th. I do too. I love those little details. Wake turbulence should not be on. We have too many problems with wake turbulence, with it causing really weird things to happen. So I don't think it's on. Looks like one of the guys, Nick, doesn't quite stay in formation for 18th, but a solid takeoff nonetheless. Oh, he did. He just kind of fell out there. Great diamond takeoff for 18th Sparrows. Love it. What a Boss Cheese. Is there information somewhere on how to participate in SATAL? Forum posts. You got to be in a squadron or a group of friends or whatever, so you got to have a team. But you can ask a current squadron that's competing to join. You can do all that stuff, but the forums with the SATAL posts will give you more information on what SATAL is all about. So that could be a good starting point. The DCS World Events Discord is also a good place to go. Bring up the overlays. If you think you may want to compete. So 18th Sparrows coming in here on the back of a round 1 victory with 2 pilots, Destern and Tempest, taking it to Loco at the end of that round. Are we going to see more of the same here in round 2? Starbucks gotta live. Can't jettison those pylons and cannot jettison the wings. Jettisoning the wings as an aircraft in flight is never something you want to do. Wings are important to sustain flight. Very important. Overlay is not correct. Not? What's wrong with it? Is it correct now? I just refreshed it again. Blue team shows only 5 missiles and 3 jets. No, there's 4. It's separated. It's 5 AMRAAMs and 1 AIM-9. So if we look at 16ths, we're looking at Destern here. He's got 1 AIM-9 here. So it's just separated. We need to fix the weapon layout so it looks better. The semi-actives go in the middle, and we remove the icons to make the overlay cleaner, but we need to condense everything, so it just looks kind of funky right now. But it's right. It is right. Like Tempest has 1 AIM-9. If we go take a look at somebody else, Pat has 1 AIM-9, and then we've got, who else is here? Destern has 6 120s, so that's all right. That is all right. Wing tanks now off from 18th. They're going to try and get the energy back up for their team as they ingress. Kataisi against Nelchik, 30,000 feet for Dundee flight, 20-some thousand feet for 18 Sparrows. I'd like to see Starbuck utilize some of these AMRAAMs here at range. They've jettisoned their center line, 10 AMRAAMs, 2 AIM-9s on here. Just launch one. Get to 18th down from altitude. Thinking of sticking with the 6 120s as well, says Raptor Dad. Well, with the patch, I hope 6 120s become the new meta again. Viper, asymmetric loadout could be tricky at some point. No, not really. Viper, it doesn't really impact anything that I've seen. Okay, so Starbuck does launch a long-range 120 onto multiple 120s out from Dundee flight. One from Spock, one from Loco, one from Starbuck. Not sure who those are all going to be on. Pat launches at 120. Destern launches at 120. Look like they're on the lead formation for Dundee flight. Here is Spock having to defend. And then we've got another one coming. Who is this on? This one looks like it's on Starbuck. So we'll go split screen on both of these. Dundee defending. And actually, it's not Dundee, it's Loco who's dragging a 120. So the AMRAAM launch from Destern is going to be coming in onto Starbuck. It's getting closer, and Starbuck's not really defending. Starbuck's being really late. Loco's going to be able to get away from that one. Starbuck's still very, very high. Missiles at Mach 2 still, 25,000 feet. Starbuck trying to notch and they're going to be able to. Missile doesn't have enough energy to be able to stay with them. Well, I say that. Oh, no. Oh, no. The walkers come out. What just happened? Starbuck goes down. I don't know if the wings came off or if that was a different missile, but Starbuck gets taken down by something. Phantom unknown. Not sure what took them down. Now we've got an aimed 120 coming in on the Spock. Spock driving into it, probably trying to get a missile off. Dives down. Now, didn't launch a missile. 120, 15,000 feet, Mach 1.5. Shouldn't be a problem. Missiles at 3 miles away. Jettisons those wing tanks to become lighter and less drag. Great decision there from Spock. He's going to be all right getting away from that one. Now, 120 out from Kibbles in the back. Kibbles would have liked to see him hold on to that 120. It's already 3 miles away from his jet. Looks like it's going to be coming up on the Pat. Getting some time synced up here. So that 120 is going to be coming up on the Pat. Here is Pat. Pat diving down from altitude. He's got 4 sticks left on his jet. 3 120s, 1 aim 9. So lots of stuff coming off the jets right now. Very aggressive from both teams. Pat now defending low. 120 out from Nick. Onto, looks like that one's going to be on to Kibbles. So Kibbles, having come in onto Pat, now has to defend an incoming 120 from Nick. Nick was at about 15,000 feet when he launched onto Dundee's Kibbles. Kibbles is going to be at 10,000 feet now defending from Nick's 120. He looks to be like he's going to be okay. Spock now, or Nick, excuse me, having to defend against Kibbles' 120. Here he is defending. Pat's recommitting back in onto Kibbles. We're going to put those guys on split screen as they recommit back into the fight. Here's Pat on the left, Kibbles on the right in a head-on incursion. Padlocked on both these guys. Let me fix the camera here so you guys can see this fight. Here's the tack view. Kibbles coming over the hill. Pat is in a lot of trouble. He doesn't know that Kibbles is behind him. Kibbles seems to see Pat, I think, coming back over the top. He needs to try and line up a 120 shot. There goes the 120 onto Pat. Looks like it's going to connect. Is it going to track onto Kibble? Onto Pat? What is that? It flew right by him. The Pacifist 120. Holy crap. What a terrible missile. Second 120. Does it track? Yes, it connects. So Kibble takes out Pat and then immediately gets slammed by a missile. And we're going to pause just to make sure we don't miss anything. Kibbles takes down Pat and then immediately gets taken down by Nick. So here's the current state of affairs as they look. We've got 3 ships left for 18th and 2 left for Dundee. Loco and Spock here in the middle. That's who we're going to ride along with. Spock looks like he's in a pretty good position here coming in against Nick. And then Spock, or Loco, is running away from Destern. So putting these guys on split screen, here we go. Spock on the left coming in onto Nick. Launches onto Nick. 4-mile shot out there. Nick defending out there in the distance. That may connect depending on what side of the mountain Nick is on. Does it connect? Yes, I think. Yes, Nick goes down. Great shot by Spock. So Spock evens it at a 2v2. It's now Spock and Loco against Destern and Tempest. Everybody's fairly low, trying to get their bearings, regroup here. Destern and Tempest are much closer together. Spock and Loco now reconnecting to the west. Destern 10,000 feet, Tempest 9,000 feet, Loco 10,000 feet, Spock 9,000 feet. So altitudes are very similar. Fuel states, pretty similar. Weapon states, pretty similar. So everybody's got weapons still, everybody's got fuel. Round has gone pretty well for both teams, ending up in a 2v2. Nobody really running out of munitions or fuel. And the reason I say that is because if you're running out of either, you feel like you have to press to make something happen. Loco and Spock trying to disappear. Destern climbed, having climbed up to 12,000 feet, may have a better view. Destern's going to be on the bottom right camera. Loco is on the bottom left, and Spock is on the top. Loco now recommitting as a singleton. Missile out from Destern on to Loco. Loco now having to defend, needs to be careful of the terrain. Is he going to line his sight? It looks like it. That missile may pick him back up, though. I think he line his sighted it. Tempest now pressing on to Loco. Tempest is behind him. Loco trying to recommit onto Tempest. Tempest 6,000 feet. Loco 6,000 feet. Can we see anything? 120 Out from Tempest. That's a head-on shot. Unseen. Face smile. The Sphincter Shrinker. Here it comes. And goodbye, Loco. Loco gets taken down by Tempest. Great shot by Tempest. Spock now, the only one left for Dundee flight, merged with Destern. Destern coming over the top. Do they see each other? Split screen for both these guys. Destern in the birds of prey advantage position onto Spock. He's got a missile left, trying to line it up. I think he sees him. Yeah, 120 now. Off from Destern onto Spock. Spock, you're good as dead, brother. Goodbye, Spock. And that gives 18th the round victory with 2 pilots remaining again over Dundee flight. So things started out well for 18th. They got even in the middle, and then they finished up well for 18th. So here we go. Starbuck again, first to die. Oh, that's round 1 tack view. There we go. First to die. What happened to Starbuck? All right. So Starbuck's here. Missile tracking. Did they rip their wings off again? I think it was just desync. All right, so missile killed him from Destern. Now a 3v4. Kibbles then equalizes us against Pat. This is just down to both these guys being aggressive. Kibbles gets away because he's able to line of sight. Okay. We've talked about this in the past. Do not be the first over the hill. Don't do it. Pat's the first over the hill, and because he's the first over the hill, it allows Kibbles to see him, right? Kibbles is sitting back here low. Pat comes barreling over the hill, and Kibbles says, hello, sends him a fence post, gets in on his 6. Pat gets taken down. Now we're 3v3. Nick, luckily, is there to immediately avenge Pat, takes down Kibbles. We're down to a 3v2. Spock rapidly then takes down Nick. Boom, boom, boom. Now we're down to a 2v2. The thing I don't like about this 2v2, Loco recommits by himself. Why do this? Why? Recommit with your wingman. Do a split turn. Do a something. But you recommit by yourself or immediately forced to defend. Then you try and recommit again. First over the hills. Tempest finds you, takes you down with an AMRAAM to the face, gets rid of yours, and then Destern comes in from above, finds Spock, and takes him down with an AMRAAM himself. And here we are again at the end of another SATAL stream. Tomorrow's matches are going to be 19th. So one of these is going to have to get moved to Saturday, and that's going to be this one. So tomorrow's matches are Golden Crown against D3W, followed by Outer Haven against OTP. So Outer Haven against OTP and Golden Crown against D3W. That's tomorrow. Saturday will be SPQR against Harpia and Team Whatafuck against DCS NZA. And then Sunday will be somebody against Phoenix Task Force and Eclipse Task Force against SPQR. So those are the matches that are coming up, ladies and gentlemen. And actually, it's Grim Reapers against Phoenix Task Force. That's going to be Sunday. All right, so those are the matches that are coming up. Thanks for sticking with us today. Thanks for everybody that subbed and donated. Until next time, stay safe in those virtual skies. Go check out the new patch. Hopefully the 120s are fixed. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.